Okay, so I will show you on this slide the results from 2022. The Latin America region, we had sales from $7.3 million. We had a growth of 13.5% versus the previous year. And the sales mix is as follows: 52% Mexico, 37% Costa Rica, and 11% Colombia. We had a sales record in the month of November with $7,000 and $700,000, sorry. And we had a units record in the month of May with 15,000 units. And talking about new doctors, our record was by the mid of the year on June with 242 new accounts. And also, Latin America has shown a substantial growth during this year because we have a 35% growth on new accounts versus the previous year, and we have a growth of 26% on active accounts versus the previous year. Also, our average retention was 53%. The goal for this year, 2023, will be 70%. And we also have a total Facebook ads leads of 6,300 leads, all of them dentists generated during the whole year. So it was one of the main lead sources for new doctors. So this is something that is still very important for us. There are a lot of reaction and engagement on the digital side for Latin America. And also we have attended 64 events and trade shows on the region during 2022. And as I mentioned, for 2023, the sales forecast will be $8.5 million.
Hey, Marco, quick shout out. Just by comparison's sake, for those who don't already know, the enterprise active growth percentage this year was like, it was less than 1%. It was like 0.8%, 0.6%, something like that. And on new accounts, we were at about 2% year over year for the enterprise. So I think generally everybody knows Latin America's our fastest growing area, continues to be. So those are dynamite numbers.
Thanks for sharing, Eldon. I didn't know that numbers, but good to know. Thank you so much. And over here, as you can see, Mexico is the one leading the race for the new doctors. It's generating a lot of new doctors month after month, and for this year we want to keep the same trend monthly. And as I mentioned, the growth for active accounts, it was 26%, and it keeps growing. So we will keep this trend moving on this year. And the sales by product in Latin America, the king is Broxier. Broxier full strength is 63% of our sales. Thermoforming on the second place with 14% of the sales, and on the third place, Broxier Aesthetic with 10% of the sales. But this year, we want to enhance and to boost the sales of thermoforming and also obsidian, because believe it or not, here in Latin America, nowadays 8 out of each 10 restoration materials used in the dental office out in the streets are still PFM. So if we have this product that has more benefits than a conventional PFM, we need to boost and enhance the sales of obsidian, especially in Mexico and Colombia. We have a lot, like a gold mine with this product over here in the Latin America market, and we can boost the sales very aggressively if we position the obsidian brand here in Latin America. And also these are the main pillars for us this year. The first one is the active accounts and the new accounts acquisition. And we developed, let me show you over here. We developed like a new flow chart for the leads, the digital leads follow up. So what we want to do is to standardize all the communication with all the teams that have a direct contact with the dentist. That means our call center team, our new doctors team, and our FTA's team. So for them to provide the doctor the same information, quality information, no matter the channel, we need to provide the customer the best experience and updated and approved information. that to create value-added responses for our customers. So that's the reason why we created this flowchart for these teams, and it's working good. The customers feel that they are receiving a more quality customer service and customer experience. And also we are a few weeks from the grand opening of the new Guadalajara facility. So we will have like a lot of activities for these guys on Guadalajara to boost the sales of this new lab, because the investment on this lab has been a lot of money. And also on the digital marketing strategy, talking about brand awareness and customer engagement, that is the second point. We divide our strategy on digital marketing and traditional media strategy. So talking about digital marketing, on the social media side, we are expecting for this year to generate around 529 leads. That it's like a 50% growth versus the previous year, and we will be very focused on continuous education and value-added content for the dentist. One of our issues last year is that in Latin America, doctors sometimes doesn't know how to take the color for a restoration or the impression taking thing. So most of our materials on social media will be talking about these issues, the return assist that we are experiencing on all the facilities right now. So we want to reduce this percentage of return assist cases and to teach the doctors and to provide them like these tips or suggestions on how to work correctly since the very beginning with us with these educational materials, for them to know how to take the impression, what kind of materials are the correct ones to be used, what are the benefits of scheduling an appointment with an FTA, because we have a team of more than 30 FTAs in Latin America right now. So for us to highlight the differentiators that we have versus other small labs. And also we have implemented more Latino faces on the advertisement. So we are trying to use more local faces and models that look alike like the local people. And also on the e-blast side, we've been sending two retention e-blast monthly to reinforce the retention part. And also, we are almost done with two new landing pages, one for Comfort, another one for PlaySafe, and another one for Obsidian, because we want to redirect all the customers on the digital side as much as possible to a landing page where they can fill an opt-in form to generate a lead, and for us to get the doctor's information to reach them on the same day and to convert them into a new account. And also on the YouTube side, we have right now 57,000 video reproductions and 1,000 subscribers on the Spanish YouTube channel. And we will focus on short videos because we have seen that in Latin America, Latin doctors prefer the short videos rather than the long videos, and they want to see like the key points of the products and just like the summarized info they need to know, because the average duration time is around 1 minute and 37 minutes. And also we've been creating some materials, and we've been pushing the FTAs to enhance on the dental offices for the doctors to leave us a positive review on Google reviews, Facebook reviews, for them to talk about their experience with the Gladwell products. And on the traditional media strategy, we have consolidated all our facilities on a single print material, because on the previous years we had separate materials. We had print materials for Mexico City, print materials for Tijuana, and now that we have opened the Guadalajara facility, we integrated all of them on a single print material. So we will have only one RX for all Mexico on a single print material. That will be easier and cheaper when printing with the local printers. And also we have refreshed the new doctor's kit content, And also we will create some new stuffers that will include QR codes on it that will redirect to the new landing pages. And as I mentioned, everything will be focused and oriented to generate leads and to convert those leads into new accounts. And also on September last year, we launched the Chairset Latin America magazine completely in Spanish. It includes 3 articles completely translated to the Spanish language, and it's like a bi-monthly magazine that doctors love, and they love to see all the last news and the trends that of these articles that we are translating from the US. And on the trade show side, that it's the third point. Last year we were focused very strongly on brand positioning nationwide, the brand, the Gladwell brand. But this year we will focus more on internal trainings and conferences. We will take advantage of the JITSI center we have in Costa Rica. We will have one in Mexico City on a couple of months, and here in Tijuana, we implemented a part of the facility to be able to do the same thing. And we will focus on providing continuous education, but on a more customized way. We will focus on key accounts, on the top prescribers per each territory of every single FTA, and on the active accounts that are having return assist issues. So we will have these 20, 25 small groups trainings for us to improve and to enhance the value ticket of each customer, and for them to start using more products. Because one of the things that we have noticed in Latin America is that most of the doctors only send Broxir cases for us, and we want to set that we are not a zirconia lab, so that we are a wide products range lab, and we want them to start using the other products for us to enhance the sales, and for them to increase their ticket value, talking about money. And also the continuous education. As I mentioned, we will focus on our active accounts with the return assist issues. In the retention doctors, we will have some onboarding sessions with the new doctors, with the monthly new doctors that we receive every single month. And we will focus on the key dental clinics, dentists, and on the top 20 prescribers for each territory that the FTAs have on each territory nationwide. And also this year we will have some webinars. We have had some talks with Dr. Josie. She's part of Guiding Leaders program, and the idea is to have the first webinar with her as the spokesperson representing Glidewell. So it will be very attractive for the Latino doctors to listen to a Latino doctor that has have her practice on the US side. So this is some of the things we want to establish this year, talking about the webinars part. And also to keep the alliances with universities and dental colleges. But this year we won't pay any sponsorship for these guys. It will be like win-win alliances, totally free and totally organic, to keep doing things with them. And as I mentioned over here on this chart on the right side, the Mexican and the Latin America restorations market, the reality is that 80% of the market is still PFM, PFM especially more than full cast. So that's the reason why we want to boost this year Obsidian and also thermoforming products. So also one of the priorities will be to provide continuous sales training to our FTA's team, because they are the ones in charge of closing the deal on the dental office every single day. So it's very important to have the best team on the streets and on the dental offices every day. Because just for you guys to have an idea, in the case of Mexico, we reach around 5,000 dentists monthly only with our FTA's team. So we want that these 5,000 dentists that we reach monthly have the correct information, have the best customer experience for them to keep retained and to attract new doctors, obviously. So also this year, one of the priorities from Monica is that all the sales team will have more established goals and KPIs oriented strategic plan more than ever. So because we want to enhance the cross selling and also to increase the average units per customer. So our FTAs team will be very important this year, and we need to provide them the correct tools for them to provide the correct message on the dental offices every single day. And also we have different and customized strategies per each country. Even if we speak Spanish on the three countries are very different. Culturally speaking, the culture is very different on the region. So we need to adapt and fit different things for all, three of them. Because sometimes what works in Mexico doesn't work in Colombia or doesn't work in Costa Rica. And also, as I mentioned, the Guadalajara facility is is going to open on the next weeks. We are just waiting for the date, but it's expected to open its doors officially on the month of February, and we will have like an opening event on the lab for the doctors from Guadalajara to go to the lab and to have like a guided tour and know the technology, the workstations, and all the people in the Guadalajara lab for them to start sending their cases as soon as possible. And also the Mexico City new facility. Most of the people has moved to the new facility. In this case, the marketing team is already there on the new facility, and some of the production guys. So we hope that sooner or later, all of the people will be now working on the new facility in Mexico City, and we will close the original facility where we start all this project. So the idea is that everybody moves to this new building on a couple of months. And the sales forecast, we are expecting growth for Mexico and Colombia of 20%. In the case of Costa Rica, it will remain flat. And the sales forecast for the whole region is $8.5 million. And just to give you like a quick snapshot, this is the growth we have had as a region on the last year since we opened the labs. And as you see, the growth has been very interesting year after year. And this year, 2023, will be an aggressive year talking about sales, and we are working hard to get this number since January.